Attention. Daze in effect. Effect in effect. In effect.
We are back for another episode of the Daze, y'all. Locc AT here, joined by Crisis, our special guest for the day, the one, the only, the host himself.
Yeah.
What's up, Crisis?
Hey man, what's up, man? You know, big chilling.
How you feeling today?
You know what I'm saying? Boston it. What is it? I'm big Boston it, big Rick Ross in it, and I loving these hoes.
Hey.
There you go.
Introduce yourself out there for everybody that
Hey.
don't know what you want, what you doing out here.
Hey, what's poppin', man? You know what it is. You heard the voice in the face, made the choice.
Yes.
It's your local homeboy, Crisis. I host parties, I host events, I do radio shit from time to time, and I also have a cool show on the Q.
Yes.
Called The Culture Club.
Shout out the Culture Club. You is busy out here, to say the least,
Booked
man.
and busy. I'm
Booked and busy and blessed, right?
Yeah,
as
very.
you said.
Very.
Today we talking about composure. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And just keeping that level head out here with the Daze.
Yeah, man.
Locc, hit him with the quote for the day, brother.
Yeah, man. Quote of the day is coming from one CJ Redwine, and it is as follows. Shout out to Crisis. Losing your head in a crisis is a good way to become the crisis.
Hey, that's fire.
Man, let's go. That's hard, bro. That's hard.
Fire.
Yeah, and it goes right back to the central point today, talking about composure and how important it is, man.
Yes.
If you are able to keep your composure when you need to, you're going to see the remnants of that stuff all over the place, man. We talking about losing that composure, talking about trying to maintain that composure as well as training your composure to stay strong in trying times, man.
Leveling it up out here. There's a lot going on always. We each have our own problems, issues, all that going on. So It's about dealing with that, keeping that straight mind, not getting too down on yourself.
For real, man. Life is always active around you. Stuff is always going to be in the way, trying to distract you what the actual mission is, man. But in the midst of all that, losing your composure and maintaining your composure and trying to train your composure to hold strong or whatever, the main thing to keep in mind is that in the end, you got to execute, man. Like you can be composed through it all, but if you just keep losing, bro, maybe you shouldn't be composed, man. Maybe you're a little too composed. You need to look at some stuff and change some things up, man. It really does depend on the situation, but you gotta be aware of what's going on, dog. So with you, bro, like you said yesterday, you ran through like 4 shows all over Northeast Ohio yesterday, man. Mad busy, bro. Mad busy. Respect. So you moving through different crowds, different demographics, different vibes.
Absolutely.
How do you keep your composure when you walking into something like that where it's a whole different vibe? Like of course you don't know these people. You know what I mean? A whole different city, whole different vibe. How do you keep your composure walking on stage, man?
Well, it's different for me because like I don't ever do things like when it comes to like parties and stuff or even events, whatever. I don't do things for the sake of myself. Like I never been the person to be like, oh, I want to be on the mic because I'm gonna get the head, like I'm gonna get the limelight, I'm gonna get the good looks, I'm gonna get everything that's coming my way. Like nah, I do everything for the sake of the event or party or whatever I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? If I'm hosting something or even if I'm doing a podcast, I do like everything for the sake of our viewers or, you know what I'm saying, everybody who's around. Like I don't ever want to be the one who be like, oh, Christ was just being extra. Like nah, like I'm gonna turn up for y'all. Like I'm making sure y'all have a good time. So wherever I'm at, like I want to feel the vibe and then like go off of that. So like for instance, like me doing like a Toastmasters event that's filled with high class white folks. You know what I'm saying? No shade to anybody who's listening. But it's a high class, like not even just white, but just a
different vibe.
You know what I'm
man.
saying? It's like a higher class. You know what I mean?
Different aesthetic, different expectations.
And then you compare that to me ending my night. Well, I started my night at 6:00 and I ended my night at 3:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So like my last event was at a place called Wings 18, and it was with my homegirl Mella, and it was a dancing event. Like it was a bunch of dancers there.
Right.
It was like a bunch of like the homies was there. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So it was like a different crowd. So you got to know how to mesh with everybody. You got to know how to be personal and presentable to everybody. You know what I mean? So it's tough, but if you got the vibes and you're doing it for the right reason, it click for the right reasons.
That makes sense. And you also throw your own events,
man.
like the Branding Basics.
Absolutely.
You've been busy out here working.
Absolutely.
All type of different plots, man. It's good to see. And obviously you keeping that strong mentality.
For real, man. I see you over here changing the game between, I feel like you're changing your brand, not only just being a host, but being more than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you look at people who look at hosting almost as being trivial? Like, same thing people look at photography. Everybody with a camera can be a
Easier
photographer.
now with the
You know what I mean?
technology.
Yeah.
Everybody on the mic, standing on the stage can be a host. How do you feel about that? How do you move forward with that and trying to keep pride in what you do, man?
I mean, like it's crazy because it does happen. It is people out here who everybody do feel like, oh, it's nothing to be a host. All I gotta do is pick up a microphone and talk. Or like, and then not only that, like they'll be like, well, how much he charge? Oh, okay, well I charge 90% cheaper than what he charged. So now you got to deal with those people who trying to undercut you. But at the end of the day, at first it did, you know what I'm saying? It used to get to me because I used to be like, man, what? Like, bro, like, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Like, you don't just get on the microphone and talk and think you're going to get the great response that you're going to get. Right. And it used to get to me. But after a while, you know what I'm saying, it start washing itself out. Like, people start filtering out.
That's
like, because like people be like, okay, it's just for the time. Like, yeah, people like it right now, but when you look like a couple of, months, you know what I'm saying, consistency fall off.
Look at people charging 90% less, you get 90% less of quality as well, man.
Exactly, and that's exactly the case. Like, and then it even got to the point where the people who are booking, like these hosts or booking whoever, they look at you and be like, why would I pay you this much when I could pay Joe Blow down the street way less than you, and all they doing is coming and talk on the mic, and then they see the difference, and it's all about quality, man. Like, so yeah, at first that used to get to me, but now like I just look at it and be like, man, do your thing, man. Like I'm pretty solidified, like not even to toot my own horn, but I've been putting in a lot of work, and I've been getting recognized, and I've been getting a lot of looks, you know what I'm saying? So now it's to a point where I don't have to worry about some of the next man trying to get on or anything, man. If you serious about doing it, I salute you, man. Keep trying, keep going.
Right. That's what it's about. Composure with yourself, staying inside, not worrying too stressed about other people, all that.
Exactly,
that's how you start going down out here in the days. That is our discussion for the day, people. We still got our story time, retwist, spotlight, all that going on. We just getting started, y'all. Crisis here with us. Stay tuned, more vibes, y'all. Yo, it's AT.
It's Locc.
And we are here. Daze is here. Daze is in effect.
And we just want to make sure you guys know where to find all the Daze content, whether it be on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook.
Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
And to stay up to date to all of our content, make sure you follow all the links in the description below.
Daze is in effect. We'll see you next time, people.
Till next time.
Yeah.